Hello Artsy Gamer friends and welcome to day 9, yes, day 9 of designing an Animal Crossing island in 30 days by just playing the game. The no time traveling mechanic, I've realized, puts us with quite a bit of a time limit with moving all of the buildings that I have planned, especially since I do want to do some terraforming and waterscaping on this island and see how far I can get. But I have made a couple of changes, with the exception of the top right area where I told you all to ignore. So we have a lot to do today. We have resident services in its fully evolved Pokemon form, and we may, by the luck of the Artsy, which is not very lucky, as I've noticed, that we may get Mabel for the third time, which all of you have been reassuring me that it's the third visit that she wants to move here. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I'm also really hoping for Leaf so that we can start getting some crops and making money that way. I think we may be pulling a rags to riches situation where a good portion of my island that I'm not using for decorating is going to be for making money. But my other resident representative on Lagom is on standby. We have the items that I want to catalog. We may be doing some cleaning up and gathering some flowers to bring back to this island, but let's see what day 9 has in store for us. It's probably going to be pretty chaotic. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's the luck of the Artsy. It is the luck of the Artsy. I'm feeling pretty good about this. We not only have Stella as our opening screen villager, but we also have Leaf visiting. I'm feeling very good about that. As I mentioned, I did play around with the original layout sketch idea, but we'll worry about this after we celebrate the fact that we do have a resident services building, which means I can access my money and I can finally get that 4th row for inventory, which, thank goodness. And the main concern I have now is that my house inventory is full. And I'm a little worried. Should I upgrade my house? Should I do that? Should I do that? Wait, no. I'll panic in a minute. Right now, let's celebrate the best girl. Both in Mario Kart and in Smash Brothers, this girl is the best. I am so excited. I also just love their outfits in the summer. They look so adorable. It's so cute. So I think we also have, in addition to a lot of Nook Miles redemption things to do, I think we are also going to have Project KK underway where we build the campsite. I think that's today. In which case, if my new plans for the map are correct, I can start moving villagers in places where it's already terraformed the way that I want it to be. So we may also start moving villagers as soon as we can. It's just the neighborhood, unfortunately, has a lot of terraforming that does not exist right now, but I think there's at least one house that we can move today. I've also noticed, friends, that I've been in the office goblin position, so I'm like this a lot. So just like, if you are in the office goblin position, friends, just be sure to like straighten up your spine. If you need to look into getting a new chair or maybe a cushion to help with keeping you upright in a comfortable position, your shoulders relaxed and unclenching your jaw, this is your reminder, your early video reminder to do that. Also get some water, take your meds, eat a nom, all that jazz. And ooh, that's right, we made money yesterday. And yeah, do you all appreciate my panic decorating? I appreciate my panic decorating. I don't know if I ordered anything. No. But we do have an update from Resident Services. To celebrate the opening of new Resident Services building, we have lots of new Miles Redemption items available. Plus, we now have a new service for Nook Miles Plus members to earn 5 times more miles. A commemorative gift is attached. Thank you. And Stella sent us something. Oh yeah, she's saying thank you for the gift for moving on here. And what did we receive? What did we get? Thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you. I am definitely going to need that. We do not need any resource grind right now, but we definitely do need some money. And just to make sure what the chores will be, I don't know if I'm going to do this later, but we needed 10 flowers, sell clumps of weeds, sell fruit. Oh man, it's all money oriented except for tending flowers. But let's go say hello first and foremost to, oh my gosh, okay. Y'all, I have this, oh gosh, listen, I'm trying to make a video and like have a heartfelt moment in Drago. Do I ever feel like crying? This series has me frequently wanting to cry. Not really, it's been really fun. I like how hard this is. I really did not think that it would be so difficult, but in addition to planning out the island layout, I was thinking, you know what? I think I want to keep all of the original 10 villagers because with the Nook Miles chaos, I think it'd be really fun to showcase the villagers that I had to take on the specific island that the number generated. So, Leaf is here, which is exciting. I bet you were up to your ear holes in weeds when you first arrived, but the island itself is a blank canvas. I worked very hard, Leaf. You have no idea. And oh, we can sell weeds to him for a slightly better profit. I don't have any weeds on hand, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep on task. It's so hard when there's so much going on because we need to start making money somehow, and I think we're going to do that with crops. And we're going to sell the weeds in one fell swoop, so we'll do that. But I did everything that I could to make sure that everything was ready on the other island, so we were really just we'll just be able to catalog and water flowers and clean up a little bit. Oh, hello, isn't this the most perfect day to shop for flowers? I'd be happy to know what I can do for you today. Let's talk weeds. Are you interested in selling them? Yes, I know how it feels to start pulling weeds and suddenly realize, wow, this could take a while. Exactly. I had a feeling, but gardening should make you happy, which is why I decided to buy weeds from you at a very special high point price, and we'll double, yes, please. Thank you. Absolutely. You sure can. It's not a lot, but it has me more than I did before. And now I want to see what you have for sale. It's so fun how within the last 4 years with new people coming into the Animal Crossing community that we did not have crops except for pumpkins in October. Since I started the game in October, I had pumpkins available to me, and so I didn't realize how big of a deal that was, especially since Leaf didn't show up until, was it April? It was either April or May. It was something revolving Earth Day or something. It was part of that update in 2020. And so people did not have shrubs to decorate with. People did not have crops to cook and make money. And so there's so much to appreciate about this game as it was updated in real time. And I fully understand and agree that the 2.0 update was a lot and it was so overwhelming. But I also just, I really can't imagine how to manage such a large community that came together during a very traumatic time and keep on giving that sweet update. Because, you know, eventually, unless there are paid DLCs, a game really can't update infinitely unless, you know, this is the game that the game devs or the gaming company is going to focus on. We're going to also... I want some yellow pansies. Yes, I do. And is there... I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to have... I want a specific white flower, and I think I'm going to go with the white hyacinths for this island, and changing out the hyacinths with the seasons, maybe. Because I've really appreciated on Lagom about changing out the shrubs for the seasons, which I did not do until this year. I know, shocking. Changing out the flower types so that each season has specific flowers to celebrate with different colors. I think just in case, we really should become potato farmers for the next couple of days until we get more crops available to us. Technically speaking, I could probably go to Lagom and pick up some crops that way, but I only gave myself the allowance for fruit because you really can't get all of the fruits without Nintendo Online, which I think is a bit of a bummer, that you are penalized and you can't craft specific items because it's not available to you. I want to get one more batch of hibiscus shrubs, and then as we clear out our inventory, we're going to plant some flowers too, and also plant our potatoes. Oh, I don't get the hedge fencing until I spend at least, what, is it 20,000 at leaf? So I may be coming back and getting a lot more flowers from you later. We'll worry about that off camera. I feel like this was a villager thing because I don't usually leave these open, but yes. What number is it of the day? Lucky number 2. If 2 is your lucky number, this is your reminder to, you know, do that thing that you've been thinking about doing. And, what was the other? I don't know. I don't know how lucky numbers work. And then while we're also here, we can tend to our flowers and get that out of the way. I know that they won't bloom while they're on the beach, but I'm keeping these over here because the biggest mistake I made on Komodorabi was like, oh, I'm just gonna plant flowers, la la la. And then 2 months later happened and I was overrun. And it's very overwhelming to have all those flowers to suddenly clean up, in addition to not having any sort of direction with where my island is going to go. We also have the money tree that we will quickly make use of. And if I'm correct, which sometimes I am, I may actually have a fully grown tree somewhere. I've been trying to keep them in the same area so that I'll be able to utilize them. Okay, no, I think we're currently cooking with coconut oil. That's nice, that's nice. And just to make sure that I have the ability to water my crops as efficiently as possible, we're just going to plant all of these, and I think we'll also unlock some Nook miles as well with that. Actually, this is going to 100% bother me. I need to have it all in a good row. And so with luck, if I am diligent with watering my crops, I should be making a good amount of money during the day. And if I can do it in rotation, like have a crop rotation with how often they water and produce, I could be making a profit every day. I just need to remember my rags to riches strategy, and I think what I did was I devoted an entire area to just making money. So I got a lot of crops, and I just watered them every day. And it took me, I think it took me about 30 minutes of watering all the crops that I had because of my hopes of making a lot of money regularly. And it seemed pretty fruitful. And then let's put a couple of shrubs here because that counts towards the beautification of our island. And we'll put these in the back as well because they're easy to move, and it adds a little bit more. In the early game, I like to put the shrubs by the cliff areas, especially when there's a little jutting point. It makes for a very easy decoration piece that you don't really have to worry about. And then I'll put one like right here. Can we just like do a standing ovation for Artsy for a minute? The amount of Nook miles that I have been able to accrue within the first week, I feel pretty proud of myself. So by the time we are all ready to get into terraforming and waterscaping and getting the pathing, we should be good to go. Oh, here's the money tree. Perfect. Oh, that's super keen. Oh, and it actually did give me the extra money that I put in in the gold spot, so that's nice. And I don't have my regular axe to chop that down, but that's okay. And oh yeah, let's do the turnip prices and get that out of the way. I do want to see what is for sale from Nook's Cranny, and if we can maybe sell our turnips for a profit. And of course, do you see this game is sapient, it's listening. I'm like, oh, I would like something to play music on. And you know what they give me? They give me vinyl instead. Turnip prices are 27. Oh my goodness. It looks like my guaranteed minimum from turnip profit is 125. So I want to have more than 15 bells per turnip as a profit. I would ideally like to have something closer to 200, but whatever. Ooh, I really would like this. I've made the decision that I would like to make this town feel rustic, and we'll worry about the solar punk later, because I know for a fact that the machine options for items are very expensive, and I don't want to get too much in my way of design. I would rather focus on the items that I know for a fact I enjoy utilizing on every island, and that's why I have the cataloging party that we're doing over at Lagom, is because these are going to be the items that I know are relatively affordable, with the exception of a couple, and the ones that are not expensive, I'm only getting one of anyway. But we did go to the shop. I'm still summoning Mabes, so hopefully Mabes will be coming to our town tomorrow. I'd be absolutely ecstatic if that was the case. And let's go say hello to the new team over at our resident services building. Mori, hello. Welcome to the new improved resident services tent. Oh, did I say tent? Of course I meant building. And now, as I mentioned in my broadcast, we need new support staff for a new building, so Isabel is here to take good care of us. There's so much lore with Isabel with the Animal Crossing franchise that I think goes underappreciated for those who didn't play the previous games. And with my ample free time, with all the things that I want to learn how to do, I would really like to experience New Leaf at some point. But right now, I'm just so happy to see this building. I'm so happy to get this underway. And while they're talking to me, I'm trying to think of what else I would like to accomplish aside from redeeming Nook Miles items and special new powers to unlock. Wait, are we going to get the campsite today? Basti, I would really like the campsite today. And we have more things that we can craft and sell. And let's see what is available to us in both the Nook Miles redemption portion as well as the Nook Miles shopping. Also, I want to see how much money we have. Oh, we have money. That's pretty great. We can immediately, once we get to terraforming and waterscaping, start the process of building inclines specifically. I can always do a land bridge, so I'm not going to spend my money originally with bridges. We're going to focus on inclines before anything else. But that is good to know. I feel pretty reassured with that. And what do we have? Music playing options? No. Why would we have music playing options? We'll get more music though. And we have you know, do people actually use this hat for anything? Because I would love to figure out how to use this cap, but I've not found any way that looks even remotely cute how to make this work. So we're gonna get it anyway. And redemption, give me, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, we have a lot of things. Okay, well, let's get the most important thing, which is so expensive. I thought I was only unlocking a couple of things. Oh no, if I want to have a really nice thumbnail now, I have to get the photo. Did they do that because Animal Crossing boomed on YouTube and we had people who were just begging for better angles to utilize in their thumbnails? I bet you that's why. The last one we have is the hip reaction collection, because I really do miss having I miss having a full range of emotions, friends. You know, we need to have it for the thumbnails, truly. But I also just like having all of these different options, and it's so wild to me how they balanced the 2.0 releases after 2.0 so that, you know, you would get things before you hit 3 stars with terraforming and waterscaping, and then you can get things once you upgrade resident services. So I did take the plunge, and I got the accent wall and hanging things from the ceiling capability. But yeah, oh, this is so nice. My dude, would you please let me build something for you? And I think this is where we're going to attempt moving a house today. I really wanted to have pathing so that I could plan it out properly. I'm a little concerned about that. You said you wanted my help though. We can worry about me later. Let's worry about you. And just because I've been buying music and I don't have the music player capability, I am his biggest fan, 100%. Although I could probably catalog a music thing, so that's also an option. I didn't even consider that. I was really just looking to get items that I absolutely needed. But yes, let me build something for you, and then I want to figure out how we're going to place villagers. Thank you for giving me the ability to make a campsite. That's feeling... Thank you. That's exactly what I needed. I'm not particularly worried about the campsite or its placement because, as I said, I'm fairly certain that I'm not going to actually have a fully finished island. I mean, the whole attempt of this challenge wasn't actually to have a finished island. It was to have a solid start that I could continue adding onto it after 30 days. So I'm not really worried about placing the campsite, which means that I have less buildings to worry about. But you know what? We're also going to... I think we're going to try and move Drago today, if I can figure out where it is on the map. And hopefully it'll be correct. Oh wait, I can also move the shop today because I know where that's going to go. And then I won't have to worry about moving a resident just yet. So actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to move the shop today, and I'm hoping that I won't mess it up. The best advice I've ever been given and that I've ever seen when it comes to planning out an island, especially when you're the sort of person that likes to have like your grid work pretty clear, is that you use some of the in-game pathing in order to like put out an outline for certain building dimensions. And we're going to do this rather blindly, but you know, what is the point of this challenge if not to apply a little bit of chaos and hoping for the best? I don't think I have anything in the way except for items. I don't think. So I think we'll be okay with that. And while I'm here, we're going to build the campsite, which is also pretty expensive in addition to Nook's Cranny. So it's half of what Nook's Cranny had asked for. But thanks to grinding for resources over the past couple of days, we have everything that we need just to do it right off the bat. And let's go say hello to the newest resident on Merigio. Omori, here you are already at this counter. I can help you with both general issues that you may face with other residents. Since you're here, do you have any specific things? No, I'm good. I just wanted to say hi. Yeah, because we can't do the island evaluation as of yet. If memory serves me, I think I wanted to have Nook's Cranny right here. And let's put up the map and I can show you the updated version of what I hope to do. So Nook's Cranny is going to be 4 spaces away from resident services and a couple down, I think. I think that was the plan that I had. I do want to make sure that there is 8 spaces from the base of resident services to the canal area. So that means that the base of Nook's Cranny I think is 2 away from the road. So we can do a quick count. Oh geez. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do another method that is not as dignified as you know, laying out pathing. But if you struggle with counting the specific squares, another thing is finding a single square item to place down. And the best way to do that is to have a couple of clumps of weeds. And then we can just do like a little right angle situation of where I want to put Nook's Cranny. So at the base, we have... We're gonna get rid of this for a minute just so that I know for a fact where it is. We're going to put a clump of weed here. 1, 2, and 3. So there's going to be 3 spaces between resident services and the other buildings. So that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. And then I was going to have Nook's Cranny. This would be the corner of where Nook's Cranny would be. Yeah. We're gonna unfortunately have to get rid of trees. But let's see if this is going to... I am the epitome of perfection. Look at that. So just to make sure that I have it correct, because I do want to not worry about that, but it's like right in front of this tree. Okay, so just to make sure, 1, 2, 3, and then I had it at the second base right here. Yeah, no, I think that's perfect. We don't have to worry about as many buildings now. But let me see. Am I going to lose that chair in the back? I'm not. Oh, that's actually really cute. Why is that cute? Stop it. That's so adorable. Although now I have the concern with the Able sisters, so maybe we'll get lucky and unlock 3 stars. No, we can't because we have to have all of the buildings, right? But okay, so we are good here. We have officially one of the buildings in its permanent spot, and I think I do want to have the campsite a little bit out of the way. We're going to put it right here in the very back. Oh, this is also really nice. This is also really cute. I may actually keep this here. But my plan was to have, I don't know, like I wanted to have there be a distinct difference between the residence area, like the town, and then everything else being very lush. I think that will add a bit of ease when it comes to decorating. But okay, so we have a building we don't care about. We have another building that is moving, and then I can be absolutely certain about my placement with the villager home, hopefully by tomorrow. It's just, this is a little difficult because I have the ability to count with, you know, where I'm at in regards to resident services, and by moving a villager home, I won't really have that capability. But okay, so I feel a little bit better. This is still pretty far away for the most part. Like we won't really see much of anything, and I'm hoping to get a lot of good decorating in here with terraforming and waterscaping. Okay, so I'm not panicking as much as I did. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I do have enough money, I think, for, you know, if I want to spend on anything at my other island. But I think that was it. I do want to let Tom Nook know that we have the campsite done. And then I think we're just gonna go to Lagom then. Have fun. Mori, hello. Have you found a good location? It's perfect. Absolutely. Can't wait to see this spot that you picked out. Now that the location is settled, I can proceed with construction. Tomorrow we'll have a wonderful campsite for visitors. How exciting. And so we won't get a visitor tomorrow, but we will get a visitor the next day. So Mark your calendars, friends, of when the smugs come into town. That's going to be a very interesting experience. I'm holding out for Beardo, y'all. I'm holding out for Beardo. I would really like to have... Basically, I would like to have a smug that I've never had yet. Like, I think I've had Hippo a few times. I've had Graham a few times, and I would not be mad about having Graham, because I really do like having Graham. And yeah, okay. Going back to my original statement, I actually really like seeing Rocket around my island, and this is also what I'm talking about. Hold on, because we can now observe our villagers in their natural habitat, and we can talk about my rant with the Crimson Chin situation. So she is wearing a jacket over her outfit, and then she's wearing sunglasses over her visor. Does that not offend all of you? But oh my gosh, she's serving though. She is serving. She's looking so cute. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Why have I been so against having Rocket on my island? She's kind of great. Yeah, no, I feel safer knowing that I have a superhero with water powers being on this island. Yeah, no, I love this. Also a dragon. Okay. But now, anyway, just, I really like the fact that I have to take the villagers on specific island numbers now. And so that means that I really have to learn to appreciate the villagers I have. And so I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Anacotti. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about having Rocket on an island. And, you know, I may get Judy and Frank on this island. I may have to incorporate the 2020 fencing them in so they can't leave their area. But no, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I won't do that. I will, for the sake of this challenge, for the sake of all of the philosophies that I've tried to embody, not only just in real life, but on this channel, is that I strive for personal growth. And who knows, maybe Judy is no longer awful. Maybe Frank is no longer awful. Actually, maybe Frank just did not like Graham. Maybe there was something going on and I read it too early. But I really hope in my heart of hearts that it's going to be a fun time. I would like to have at least every single personality represented on the island, because I can also imagine just by having to pick a villager on a random island that I could get, like, I could have 5 smugs on this island. That would be wild. I love this flyover though. I think once I finish with Casual Crossing as a project, that what I may do is figure out a way to do what I'm doing on Maurizio and have a distinct area for, you know, the shopping district, the resident area, because it's very natural. There's the entire island is basically one big town that's mostly a rustic vibe, but I think I do want to like play around with fencing and have specific areas that are just natural and left alone. But I also am thinking about doing a complete terraforming experience, like flattening everything and trying it out with a major terraforming project. And hello, other me. And oh my gosh, you ready for this, friends? The rainbow sweater, which, you know, we all love to see. We also got the fence. Now, all of these items are kind of in wonky colors, so I will hopefully get Reese and Cyrus, but my hope was really just to get the items so that I can unlock, and then I think Reese and Cyrus and maybe Leaf will be the only ones that I unlock at Harv's Collective. I do not have any aspirations to unlock the entire collective as I work on this. The fact that I did it for Bobble was impressive, actually. The fact that I'm not time traveling, I do need to be careful about how I spend my money. Okay, we're going to drop all of these. And now that I have cataloged these items, I can buy them on my own island with my own money. And I am also kicking myself because I was like, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll buy things from Nook shopping, not even considering the fact that I'm going to be needing a couple of things right off the bat. That was very smart of me. Go me. So I think with the fact that I have 3 items that I can purchase, I will likely start off with the evergreen tree. I really like the hand washing area, and maybe we'll do, no, what we'll do is we'll do the store front, and we'll also do the fence, and then we'll also do the, what's it called? The retro transportation stop. I think that's a good start to have for a new island. You know what would be another fun 30-day island idea is that you have 15 items that you can decorate. That doesn't count for trees or fencing or anything, but you have to pick 15 items that you will be decorating your entire island with. And you can spam them as much as you want, but I'd be really curious what your 15 items would be for decorating an island with. So yeah, actually, while I'm doing this, why don't we think about that? And I want to hear in the comments below, like, really think about what you would do. I think what I would do is I would have the plant partition. I would have the fence. I would have the retro transportation stop. I would have the hand washing area. I would have the evergreen tree. I would have the decayed tree. And I think a good portion of it would probably be natural stuff. So a lot of these stone DIYs and maybe a cruiser bike. Oh, it didn't even occur to me to get the cruiser bike. That's okay, because I think within the next couple of days we will be getting Lottie anyway. And oh my gosh, can we just like appreciate Sylvana for a minute? Just love her. Okay, so we did the cataloging, so I think I'll have enough to get started. I don't want to get overwhelmed, and then I'm hoping that by unlocking the Happy Home Paradise, we can get more items that way. But I want to see what items we have that we can purchase at the stores, and then I'll do my other resident representative of kindness by cleaning up a little bit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm seeing some things I'd like to get. And oh yeah, she's not my Sable. She doesn't have to talk to me. What would be a nice dress up for the other island? I love the old commoner's kimono. I think that's a very cute option. Oh, also, do we have regular glasses? Do I need to get regular glasses for this island? Maybe. I can still stay with the flip-flops. I think that's pretty cute. That's a really good start. It adds to more of the island vibe. I don't think it's going to be an Eastern theme, but having something that's a little bit more laid back and relaxed is pretty cute. Yeah, no, we'll stick with this. And we'll walk out with it. And oh, we do have Kicks here, so why don't we go shopping there and see what we can buy. And my goodness, because I am doing cataloging and not just buying things or getting them for treasure islands and order bots, I'm limited to 10 items. And ooh, we're getting that. And oh, the backpack though, yes. I should not be spending my money, but I'm so happy to see like cute things and my favorite things. Yes, oh my gosh. We are just spending so much money right now. Okay. Well, with helping clean up, I guess we can start with the front area. And we have, oh my gosh, I can probably get rid of this. And oh my gosh, hi Sylvana. Yeah, no, let's say hello to you really quickly. You're really adorable. I don't remember seeing you before. Are you visiting here from an off island and your name's Mori? Well, it's really great to meet you. I just love meeting new friends. Oh yeah. How many Moris has this island experienced? Probably at least 3. Okay, so there's nothing that needs to be cleared out over here. Yeah, this is okay over here. Right, I think this needs to be cleaned up. I could also take the fossils since my villager does not need them anymore. I don't know if that counts as cheating. Let me know in the comments if that counts as cheating. Just like in your personal humble opinion. I'm not going to take them this time around because I don't have time, but I figured doing some cleaning up to be able to catalog and go to the stores counts as a fair trade. Yeah, I guess I'm trying just to think what flowers I want to add to this island, or the other island I should say, because I would really like to have a lot of yellow, but I'm also thinking just with how beautiful the green is that maybe a purple flower would be really nice. And I do have actually an extra purple flower, and there's Fang wearing Antonio's shirt with no shame. Actually, the overgrown aspect of this island is not bad. It's just there's a few doubles in places, and no, are you serious? Really? Really? But the more that I come back onto Lagom, I really do think I would like to have a distinct residence area. Like there's custom codes for roads, and there's fencing, and it's more of a neighborhood vibe. I keep thinking of like, if I could turn this into an Irish village, what would that look like? You know, that's kind of the hope that I have with Lagom, which is, you know, silly since Lagom is a Swedish word. But, you know, hey, listen. And I could sell, but that's going to take a little bit. But let's just toss them and call it done. Yeah, I'm kind of just like digging around and seeing what I have extras. So this is just my short casually Lagom thing. And yeah, like wouldn't purple and yellow look really nice together? I think it would. So maybe I will take one purple flower with me, or if I can find more purple flowers, I'll play around with that. But I don't have many purple flowers aside from the hyacinth garden back there. But I don't want the hyacinths to be the purple coloring. I will say though that my builds on this island are pretty inspired. It's not like as immersive as some of the city builds and like certain themes, but really the whole point was just to build an island and have a fun time doing it. And do we want orange roses? Maybe we want orange roses on the other island? Possibly. Yeah, maybe I'll take a couple of flowers and we can do a mood board with the different options. Oh, it hurts to get rid of all of these amazing hybrids that some of them I grew myself. I think specifically the purple hyacinths I grew my ding dang self, but like the blue hyacinths I got through spicy means, because the rule I have for this island is that I have to breed the flower color in order to get them from order bots, and I thought that was a very fair trade. So I'm still holding out on the blue rose situation, and we're moving forward with that. I feel pretty good about my heading with making that happen by the end of the year, but I should probably invite more people to the island to water crops. Or water flowers. I don't have time usually, and living in Korea means that a lot of people are either going to bed or otherwise busy. Okay, so the flower situation is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's usually when I leave it to its own devices after a series of rain, and we've had so much rain in the game right now that I tend to have to spend 15-20 minutes going around and cleaning up the island. But it's actually kind of fun and relaxing to go around and see what needs to be pruned and worked on. I haven't been very good about my my poor actual garden. It's not doing as well as I had hoped it would, but with the rain that we've been getting, it'll hopefully perk back up. So we also have a blue pansy, but I don't think I want blue pansies for this island either. I almost walked away from getting an orange rose. We need that. And then, yeah, so this was not as intensive as I thought it was going to be. There's a couple of places that my character can work on, but I will hopefully have the dream address updated by the end of the week. And usually I leave little screenshots of, you know, what I've been experiencing on Casually Lagom in the series, but I don't think that I should do it for this one because it'll confuse people of, you know, which island I'm referring to. But that's okay. Also, before we go, we should see which villager is crafting because I am in desperate need of DIYs, and that's a nice free way that I can get one. Oh, we have a couple of things over here. Oh, I'm full inventory. As I'm dealing with this, does anyone remember the ridiculous inflation rates of Nookazon back in the day? I'm talking, people were asking for 10 Nook Miles tickets to simply touch an item to catalog, and I never could quite understand the inflation rate of Animal Crossing players. And it's wild to me when I see videos about, does Nookazon still exist? Is it still a thing? Because it absolutely is, but for the most part, people are requesting payments and Nook Miles tickets at an exorbitant price. And so I'm curious, it's like, well, it seems that Nookazon requires order bots and treasure islands for people to even get items that they need, in which case, like, why are you simply getting Nook Miles tickets when you can just get it from order bots and treasure islands? So I want to hear from all of you if you are still using Nookazon. Like, what do you use it for? Is it specifically to have friends, creative processes where you can draw on people's bulletin boards? I always thought those were really fun. There were those who were like designing flags for people, which I thought was really neat. And oh, a white pansy. No, I don't think I want the white pansy. I'm pretty content with getting a yellow one. And this seems fine. We should check and see if she's the one crafting. It'd be really cool if she was, so we can get that out of the way. And Deirdre is the only one on this island, aside from Bon Bon, who's new, that has not given me her photo yet. And she is crafting, thank you. Hi there, nice to meet you. My name's Sky. I haven't seen you around, so I'm guessing you're visiting. Your name's Mori. I hope I pronounced that right, now that you've got at least one friend. Ugh, I'm gonna miss her when she goes. I've been considering, like, when does Sky leave? And maybe she doesn't. So what's going to happen with the last villager requirement that I need of, you know, 12 new villagers on this island? And a wooden block bed? Oh no. Really, Sky? Really? Well, I can sell it, I guess. So thanks for the money. All right, as far as it being truly overrun, it's not terrible. And my other character can work on that later. Oh, it's a little bit bad over here. Hold on. Never mind. Hold on. Let me fix this. Once these shrubs, I think they are the hydrangeas, once they are no longer in season, I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a pumpkin patch, because pumpkins, I think you start planting late summer for early fall harvest. So we're going to completely redo Sylvana's area to indicate that, you know, yes, fall is coming, and there is going to be such a major upheaval of trees and the vibe, because I was thinking of making this into an actual, like, Halloween town, complete with a murder mystery. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that, but it's gonna be a fun time. Actually, I don't know if I have seen my flyover now that I've started decorating on the other islands, so I'm really curious what the flyover looks like in its final form. It'd be really cool to see, like, where the layout of the canal is going to go, whether or not the shop is going to be in view. And I never really liked this raised area. I think it's because I never really gave the house here fencing. So as we completely dismantle for the fall, get ready for what's to come in the last couple of months of this challenge, that I think we're going to really see more of a focus on what is you know, a yard and what is natural. But overall, I really do like this island, and by I like this island, I love this island. It's really fun. I've been really happy to have the Pride Gardens stay. And okay, so we have, I think we have pretty much everything cleaned up, and just to make sure, I think we learned everything that I really wanted to learn. I mean, I could do a last minute request for a music box, but it's okay. It's all right. It's adding to the overall beauty of my interior by placing it in the on the walls, so I'm not worried about it. Instead, I should really be worrying about moving other villagers and getting that ready, because again, my goal is by the end of this week we unlock terraforming and we just get started. And so then I have to consider, you know, with placing things, how to decorate while I'm waiting for buildings to move. So, oh my goodness, this is going to be a very interesting challenge, and I highly recommend it for those who really do get burnt out with a lot of time traveling and trying to finish things at a certain pace, because I think taking your time and taking a deep breath is really helpful. We live in a world where we are told early and often that we don't have time, and I would say that it's always important to distinguish that, you know, if the time to get started is now, but you know, you're not, you have more time than you think you do to get there. And it's really just being okay with what you prioritize. Yeah, I think this is a good place as any to get kicked off the island, I guess. And yeah, we'll just do a last minute cleanup over here just because it's going to bother me. And I've also noticed that, do you have to have the bamboo completely empty around its adjacent areas in order to get bamboo shoots? Because I have not gotten any bamboo shoots from any of my bamboo, and granted it's really messy over here, but it still stands that I have not gotten bamboo shoots on my island here since I've planted them. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for a quick cleanup and getting cataloged items. So I think, oh, it's the best boy. Hi, Antonio. How are you? Are you visiting from an off island? It's nice to meet you. I just moved here. You did not just move here yourself. Do not lie to strangers. You talk about how you have this entire place memorized. Do not act humble. Yeah, I think this is a good place to get kicked out. I hope that I don't lose my items this way. I don't think we do. But yeah, bye self, bye other me. Thank you for all of the new items that I have unlocked. So I think, if I recall, I said that I wanted the evergreen tree, the fence, and the storefront, right? Because I've already ordered a hat that I didn't need and music that was probably not helpful. But yeah, the flyover, it looks like, based on my map, it's going to focus a little bit on the shop and mostly on the museum, and then the canal. So that is going to be really interesting. I don't think I've ever really had an instance where my flyover was a priority for having it be beautifully decorated. So maybe we can make that a new challenge for this 30 days. Yeah, I'm just making sure I didn't like take any items that I didn't, you know, rightfully earn. We're going to put the flowers that I want to tinker with right here. Honestly, maybe that may be too dark. The purple may be too dark, but having a little bit of orange, yeah, no, that would be really cute. And maybe we can do something with the purple in a more resident area. And yeah, can we just like appreciate Anacotti just eating a gelato? Like, how are you doing, Anacotti? How's my bestie? I don't know if we've gotten to that point, but yeah, I'm I actually like Anacotti. She may not be here for revenge. Maybe she was like, I missed you, and getting to be on this island means I get to be near you. Yeah, no, we're going to reframe her plot for this island, although it would be really funny to have her pretending to dig pitfalls or something around her yard. That'd be pretty fun. Awesome. Okay, so we have a little bit more money, and I think with the exception of these 3 things, which I think I'm going to do off camera, friends, because I do need to get going. But we're going to change out our stuff, and I think we're going to celebrate the end of this episode by having some feelings. Maybe, oh, you know what we can do? We can take a picture of the shop moving, because we were talking about yesterday the whole fear of what's to come. Or no, maybe instead we should do this. Yes. We'll do this, because now we can do the handheld camera, and we can have the NPC be delightful with us. And we can look at the camera, and what have we unlocked? We've unlocked... Yes. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, so cute. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly the vibe we're going for. And I think I'll probably buy more potatoes, and we'll see what is to come for tomorrow, which I think is going to be the campsite being built, and then more moving of buildings, probably Drago's house if I feel confident enough to do it. But I do think that with all the items that we've placed and the shrubs and the flowers and things, I think we are pretty good to get to 3 stars before day 14. So I'm feeling a little bit better. Yeah. As far as getting things ready for the remaining couple of weeks of this challenge, I am feeling a little bit better now that we have items that I really want to have right off the bat, which I'll be ordering after I finish recording this video. We have the resident services building up and running. We have the campsite being built and available tomorrow, and the smug coming the next day. And I do think that trying to move the homes and the buildings where I know that they're going to be as quickly as possible is going to be my saving grace for this challenge before we unlock terraforming and waterscaping. So I'm really excited. I'm feeling less panicky, less worried about me having broken the game, which I did not. And I really hope that you've been enjoying this series, and that if you are worried about starting an island and needing to find inspiration, that there's always a way to make it happen. So I'm going to leave you with a sentiment that I leave with every live stream and video, that I hope you're being kind to yourself, being kind to others, and making art and playing games and encouraging others to do the same. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!